Before I start, there's some terminology we need to get straight. Back in the Tokyo residential complex, did you ever hear about something called Planet Earth? Planet Earth? I've heard of it, sure. I can't say I know very much about it, though. Same here. From what I read in the library books back home, it's where humanity used to live, right?
They mention it in all manga sometimes, too. It's supposed to be really huge, like hundreds of times bigger than the complex.
I think that's about all of us anyhow. They kind of skimmed over this subject in school. Humanity once lived all over planet Earth. The population was in the billions. And they didn't live under a giant ceiling either. They had an open sky, just like the one here. Billions? That many? But then, a phenomenon that came to be known as world death changed everything. Earth was no longer able to support life like it once had, and the population began to decline rapidly. To combat this, giant underground shelters were constructed to house the survivors before humanity died out completely. Underground shelters? You mean? Yes, that's what the place where we grew up really is. The Tokyo residential complex is a colossal shelter hidden deep beneath the Earth's surface. A shelter? The whole thing? All this happened a long time ago, so even Nigo wasn't sure how accurate this information is anymore. But so far as we know, our community in the Tokyo residential complex is the last of humanity and has been for hundreds of years now. Wow, we're really getting a history lesson today, huh? I never even knew there was a time before the TRC. And well, death is what forced everyone down there. Just what kind of phenomenon is it? Essentially, the planet began killing itself.
It did what?
According to Nigu, the Earth has a life of its own, and while it's not quite like ours, it has its own will too. When the planet decided to end its life, numerous natural disasters started occurring all around the world. That was world death. The planet tried to kill itself? It can do that? But what drove the Earth to do that to itself? Remember how we said the human population was in the billions? Well, they all need somewhere to live. They developed and cultivated They developed and cultivated the world around them as they saw fit, not really giving a crap about the long-term consequences. Pretty soon they were draining the planet's resources faster than it could replenish them.
Not to mention that many wars humanity fought against each other. Some of them were so bad they left Earth permanently scarred. It couldn't put up with that kind of abuse forever. Something had to give. I'm not surprised. Leeching off someone else without ever giving anything back, and abusing on top of that. Sounds like my scumbag brother. They didn't realize the planet had a mind of its own, but they should have known better. Humanity continued to propagate, willfully ignoring of the damage they were doing.
Of course, the Earth wasn't completely powerless. It showed its resistance with earthquakes, tsunamis, wildfires, volcanic eruptions, stuff like that. But no one recognized those disasters for what they were. They ignored the warning signs and just kept on keeping on.
Right, just like he ignored all the eviction notices and restraining orders and doubled down on the violence.
You're making it really hard for us to ignore you. Finally, Earth reached its breaking point and
shut himself up in his room to wallow in self-loathing and play gore anime games all day.
You can tell us your twisted family history later. Just shut up for a minute. As I was saying, Earth turned to its last resort, to kill itself and take mankind out with it. You've got to admit, world death is a pretty fitting name. So, the planet dying, the planet choosing to kill itself, was humanity's fault?
Not a pleasant thought, though, is it? The Earth must have really hated us by then.
It's hard to imagine the kind of overwhelming despair that would make something to do that.
Once World Death began, there was no stopping it. The environment became barren, hostile. Millions, no, billions of lives were lost. The only reason humanity didn't go extinct is because a handful of communities were able to escape into the shelters.
Like the Tokyo residential complex?
Have you ever wondered where the names come from? Most of the people in the complex are descendants from residents of Tokyo.
Entschuldigung.
Most of the people in the complex are descendant from residents of Tokyo, a metropolis that stood on the surface hundreds of years ago. Of course, it's been so long that no one remembers what kind of place it was, or why it was called that. Whole generations have lived their lives without any awareness of the world outside the complex. Us included, naturally. By the time we were born, humanity had already been living underground for centuries. Until we were brought here to the complex. The shelter was our entire world.
We ain't in the complex anymore. So, you're saying this is what the surface looks like now?
Yes. This is what Earth became after it was ravaged by world death. This is the land where our ancestors lived.
Wow. Traurig.
You can see now why they had to go underground.
For real? If it's that bad, should we even be here? Should we get back to the complex and...
The complex is necessarily any safer. Not anymore. What do you mean?
The TRC's days are numbered. The whole place is gonna collapse soon.
What? Why? How?
World death is still going on. It won't end until all life on Earth is extinguished. It's only a matter of time until a little pocket of humanity runs out of resources and finally gives up on the ghost. Gives up the ghost.
No way!
There's just one thing that can save humanity from the effects of world death and give everyone a brighter future. And that's whatever is in the defense room of this academy. Or so Neo said.
It can save us from world death? But what is it? What is the school here to protect?
Perchance it's a set of mythical artifacts that grants a single wish when brought together. Or maybe it's just one, and we'll have to set up on a journey across the universe to collect the others. A grand tour, if you will.
What? You think you can just ask the Eternal Dragon to bring everyone back? Get with the program, Grandma. It's all about permadeath these days. Once you're gone, you're gone!
Nay, morbid stories where everyone dies are even more out of date. In trying times, people need something more uplifting.
Can you two have this discussion somewhere else?
Unfortunately, Nico didn't have clearance to actually tell us what's in the defense room. Said it had to remain secrets, so the enemy couldn't get wind of it.
But there was one thing he was very clearly on. Whatever this thing is, it's humanity's last hope.
That sounds ominous.
And we're fairly certain that something is going to happen on our run-out day here. Something's going to activate, or awaken, or something. At any rate, that's what will deliver humanity from world death. We'll be able to live and thrive on the surface again. All you have to do is make it to day 100. No, so we said it's our last hope, but last chance might be more appropriate. If you mess it up, mankind's done for.
Our last chance.
And the invaders are trying to stop this world-saving event from happening.
Yeah, the invaders are another thing we didn't get that many details on. But judging by what we have been told, we've come to a conclusion of our own. The invaders are world death itself.
Like something summoned by a curse?
The Earth must have given birth to them to further advance world death and the eradication of all life on the planet. You've seen the way they fight. It's not such a stretch, is it? And it would explain why they're so fixated on destroying the school.
So, they're not actually an invading force so much as manifestations of the planet's will.
And the Earth itself is the final boss here. How are we supposed to deal with that?
Things have gotten really heavy, huh? Oh, sorry. I started getting nervous again. Now do you see why it's so important that we protect whatever's in the defense room from the invaders?
We haven't been exaggerating. Humanity's future really does depend on us.
The hopes and dreams of all mankind rest on our shoulders. We can't let them down. If we lose here, it's all over.
So that's how it is.
There you have it. A comprehensive summary of the situation. This is why we must strive for nothing less than total victory.
Why are you looking so pleased with yourself? You didn't contribute to that comprehensive summary at all. You glory-hogging chowder-header.
Oh, forgive me. That was never my intent.
If you want forgiveness, strip down and bear your contritions for all to see. Believe those ridiculous sneakers on. You look even more exposed that way.
Why this sudden fixation on me getting naked, Lady Kurara?
If everything you told us is true, then yes, we do understand now. We finally know what this war is all about, and how important it is.
Better late than never, I guess.
It explains the difference in the two groups' attitude as well. It's no wonder Nozomi and the others have such a strong sense of duty. Us, on the other hand, Zero was killed before we could hear about any of this. We've just been fighting for our own reasons in our own disorganized way.
Damn, I wish we noticed sooner. I'm gonna fight up to never now. Fighting to save people, that's one thing, but saving all of humanity, ha, that's on a whole nother level.
Nah, if we pull this off, we'd be heroes. We'd probably get a reward and everything. I mean, if we save all of mankind from destruction, no one's gonna begrudge us a couple of million yen here or there, right?
I knew whatever was going on here was serious, but I never thought it'd be this bad. I might have been better off not knowing. I still think the people in charge are crazy for sending an unremarkable nematode like me. But since I'm here, I guess I should give it all I got. All me my O2.
Don't worry. So long as we work together, we can overcome anything, even world death.
Everyone's sounding a lot more motivated now. We're still missing a lot of details, but it's enough for us to start presenting a more united front.
This doesn't feel like some random war we were forced into anymore. It's so much more than that.
Okay, so some of us are taking it better than others.
It is a lot to take in after all.
Oh, sorry to have been a fly in your ointment, but I still have some reservations. Now more than ever, I have to wonder, if this mission is so important, why entrust it to a bunch of random teenagers? I'm sorry. I can't answer that. Nico didn't seem to know anything about the selection process.
Maybe there's a clue in the dreams Shuma has been having.
The ones about us being experimented on in a place?
Kamakura General Hospital, was it? Interesting idea. Too bad it's not really enough to go on.
I'm sorry. My peanut kernel of a brain can only handle so much.
What do you think, Ima? Kako? Does all this make you want to fight like the rest of us?
Us? Fight?
Yeah. Humanity's future is on the line, you know.
Mr. Yakushiji, I think you need to get your hearing checked. I've already made my position quite clear. I don't care about humanity. I don't care what happens to the complex, or to the planet, for the matter. We've no real reason to get involved, so we just leave the fighting to you. Isn't it right, Sister Dearest? But, if it's to defend all of mankind, then... See, my dear sister agrees.
Let the girl talk for herself, man.
If that's all we're leaving now, I haven't had breakfast yet, and I'm positively famished. Good luck with the whole saving the world thing, everyone.
Nonchalantly as ever, Ima turned and left, dragging Kako along behind him.
Okay, something's seriously wrong with the Wonder Twins over here. How can they remain so detached from everything?
They're like two self-obsessed peas in a pod. Still cute though.
Oh, the young people today have no notion of social responsibility. But fear not, the holy Jumanji sword and I will beat some sense into them.
Leave them, Kyoshika.
Trying to force them will only push them away further. That's just the way they are. There's not a lot we can do about it.
You okay, Edo? I'll be fine. This long discussion is starting to take its toll on me. That's all.
We have been talking for a while now. Maybe we should end the meeting here and give everyone some time to process this information.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
She'll probably short circuit if she has to listen to any more. Everyone else seemed to agree with this sentiment, so we decided to go back to our rooms for the time being. Oh boy, das war eine Menge. Halleluja.
What a way to start today.
I have a feeling this will do wonders for her moral, though.
Protecting the school means putting a stop to her death. It means bringing hope back to a dying world.
We may not know why we were chosen for this mission, but it doesn't change what we need to do.
I'll keep fighting. For the good of humanity. For everyone back in the complex. And for Karua.
Now that's settled. What should I do for the rest of the day? I don't really feel like sitting around doing nothing right now. Ach, jetzt kann ich ein bisschen rumlaufen. Wie wär's mit Geschenke bauen? Ich weiß es nicht. Wir werden im nächsten Part Business machen. Wir können ja mit Leuten rumhängen. Und neue Skills freischalten zum Beispiel. Hier sind mehrere Leute. Nice. Wir können mit Kiyoshika hier sein. Und wir können rausgehen. Wir haben bestimmt jetzt mehr Leute zur Auswahl, die uns helfen könnten. Ach, wir haben Auswahl. Das freut mich. Ich freue mich drauf. Bis nächstes Mal dann. Ciao.